What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Game Show presented by Front Yard Fantasy. I'm your host, Simon, joined as always by my rambunctious co-hosts, Josh and John Luke. What's up,
What
boys?
up?
Feeling rambunctious today.
Feeling so rambunctious.
That was Josh's rambunctious face. That's how he's feeling, a little rambunctious. Guys, joining us today, back to play some poll perception. This time is our friend Russ. You can find him on Twitter at Dynasty Outhouse. It's right there below his handsome face on the screen. He is the podcast director over at DLF, the host at Trade Addicts Pod, and a co-host over at Dynasty Game Night. Russ, thank you so much for coming on with us today, my man.
Oh, thank you for being willing to having me back after losing. I would usually you want to bring back people that oh man, this guy did so good last time. And then it's just oh yeah, that guy lost. Cool.
You don't understand us, Russ. We got to make ourselves look good. We just talked about this. We got to bring back people that make us look good.
James Baudet will never come on the show again.
I didn't think you really wanted to know that I'm just here to lose. It's cool if you want to get that out there.
Yeah, if you come our show and hit every single trivia question right, you're not coming back.
Yeah, it's the last time.
I guess that's a fair point. You need a good 80%. You can't get 100. That just proves you're cheating.
Exactly.
Look smart, but not too smart.
Too smart. You don't want
We're very dumb, so it's really just look medium smart.
Yeah, look average on our show and you'll come across as a genius is how it works right here. We got Craig in the chat saying, let's see if Dynasty Outhouse can rustle up a poll perception win today.
Solid.
Not bad, Craig. I bet you've never heard that one before. You probably
that was good.
Rustle.
Rustle.
Is that how you spell Russell?
I mean, that's not how you spell my name, but that's not either how you spell Russell or wrestle. So Russell,
you're wrong on all accounts.
Yeah.
Truly Epic in here has a fun fact for us. Is Kyler Murray's 5'6" barefoot, but then with his shoes on and secret lifts inside, he's 5'9", and then claims to be 5'10". The NFL has accepted this height. We're spreading conspiracy theories about height down here. Josh, you're a height expert. How do you feel about this?
No, Truly Epic's absolutely correct. All those figures are accurate.
They're all true.
I've measured him before with some measuring tape. So,
yep.
And we got Pigs Picks in here. What's up, Davis? Saying, I'm ready. Channeling his SpongeBob on that one. And guys, it looks like someone else just showed up here down at the bottom. I'm not sure what's going on. Scott said, where's Scott Fish? Did you guys run him off?
Yeah, we didn't.
There he is.
Oh man! Oh, God.
What is he eating? What are you eating?
What?
Pepperoni?
How'd you get a camera on in my house?
We have
What
plenty
is
of
going
cameras
on?
at all times on your house.
Oh no. But this is pepperoni, which I learned yesterday. My wife also has emergency pepperoni.
Because
And I'm very
emergency
confused
meats.
how she has emergency meats in our small fridge that I can't find.
What's next?
So it's not
like
Ron Swanson who has in the ceilings, his bacon.
Are you married to Ron Swanson, Scott?
I might be.
I'm just waiting for you to come on the show and be like, look what I found, an emergency pot roast. And it's like,
It's made, right?
It's already made.
she always has one cooking ready to go. But
She leaves it in the furnace. Just
Why
ready.
does it always smell like pot roast in here?
It's crazy. How are you guys doing?
Good.
I'm glad to have you here, Scott. Are you
Anytime.
playing poll perception with us today?
I just thought I'd jump on and be silly for a second. I actually don't care. I don't want to interrupt your flow. I didn't. I feel bad. I come on here all the time, kind of like Steve Martin on SNL back in the late 70s, early 80s.
They figure out a way to make it work. I think we can do the same.
Wait, hold on. Let me real quick yawn and be like, oh, cool.
Yeah, nothing going on here. Oh, nice shirt, Scott.
Yeah. Oh,
What's
no,
going on
I don't
there?
really have.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Our cameras are those look like different colors almost.
they do. I think you probably have the better camera. I'm gonna just go ahead and I'll give it to you.
Or the worst washing machine, and yours has faded a lot. So it's one of the two.
Or the better washing machine. It washes it so well that it made it fit.
This is just the first time he's wearing it. That's why
That's it,
why it's so nice and black. It's the first time we put it on.
I'm going to admit something right now that makes me sound really, really dumb because there's a moment. But after you said I have the better camera, I was about to pull my camera off and show
me the camera.
Show you
Take us into the
Get a
bathroom,
mirror.
Scott
Yeah,
Fish.
get a mirror.
Yeah, take us into the bathroom with you.
That
You guys
doesn't
No.
work.
No.
We can just activate the camera. We already have placed in there, so no need to bring the camera.
Yeah, don't even worry.
We'll just
seems like
print
that's
that one
what
on.
happened.
We should be
Yeah.
good to go right there. We got Brady in here saying, "What's up, guys? Pole Perception, best show. Glad you like Pole Perception. I'm excited to play some today." And Truly Epic said, "I'm rotting for Simon again." Oh man, I'm sorry you're rotting again. That doesn't sound so good.
24 gang. 24 gang.
And Brady said, "Oh, and go Tigers." Glad to have Tigers in here. Jay said, "I like the grunge turn for Simon." You know, it's just been leaking out recently. It's been a rough 2022. Alex, what's up? Welcome in. Said, yo, glad to have you here. And Scott wants to know, hey, Scott Fish, what do you have that's an emergency stash?
I don't have emergency anything except I
Got a scotch bottle hidden somewhere.
Bags.
What is he about to show us?
This is actually kind of funny because I don't drink Mountain Dew very often, but I got some from Costco the other day because I was hankering for some. But my Mountain Dew.
Oh, secret
So apparently we do stash food from each other in this household.
That is hilarious.
Oh man.
Everyone's got emergency stash.
Brooks and Ava Kate say hello. Hello, guys. Welcome in. Glad you guys are watching. And Painspick says, "Hey guys, I have an interview on Fox later today to speak about anti-work. Any tips?" I don't know. Brush your hair. That would be my biggest tip.
Anti-work.
Anti-work.
It's
okay. Yeah, I got it.
There was a guy from the Reddit who went on Fox News and got interviewed, and it did not go well. I'm pretty sure that's what he's referencing right
He's
there.
from Reddit. What did they
I don't
expect?
know, like if I've brushed my hair like in the last like 15 years, like
Yeah,
actually a brush with my
Same.
hand.
Same.
Awkward.
I just kind of do this, you know.
We got JR in
It
here
works.
asking,
It looks good.
JL, they didn't ask you to be on Celebrity Big Brother? You're not on the newest season?
They don't. The only thing I know about that show is what Simon tells me. But they didn't
That
ask
doesn't mean they didn't.
Simon
ask
would
you.
do great on that show, I think.
I
I
think
hope
that would
so.
make his whole life true. Like,
Now, here's what
amazing.
would happen
That-
if
that
I
would-
went on Big Brother. I would go in, I would play way too hard week one and get eliminated the very first person. Like I wouldn't be able to help myself. I'd start scheming, and then all of a sudden everyone would vote me out of the house.
But they'll remember you.
They will remember me. J Wall in here says, "I have emergency meats. I call it Simon." Oh, J Wall, you didn't tell me I was your emergency meat that you put down on all of your forms. So they ask for the emergency contact, the emergency meat on every single medical form you fill out, right?
I hate you guys.
Don't like that.
Guys, today we are going to be playing some poll perception. Before we get into that, though, a couple reminders. Number one, if you are not already following our guest, Russ, go and do that right now on Twitter at Dynasty Outhouse. It's right there below his handsome face. He's an unreal analyst and puts out some awesome content across the different platforms he's involved with. And I was telling him earlier, the most fun I think I've had on another show was with Dynasty Game Night. It was with your friend Rocky, but I know you co-host a lot of those and you edit them as well.
Rocky.
Man, it's that was so much fun. We had a
It's not our friend. He's
Not our
all
friend,
right.
Rocky.
Like,
Our
acquaintance
friend
of
Mine,
ours,
you
friend of
can't
Russ's.
have him.
See, guys, I was
We've
trying to
already
be
had
understanding.
him.
Guys, after you follow Russ, make sure you head on over to our YouTube channel and hit that like button on this video and make sure you're subscribed to us at Front Yard Fantasy. It is the easiest way to show your support for what we are doing over here. And it just makes us happy a little bit, you know? Someone's got to counteract all the down votes that Scott Fish throws on those. We need a couple likes on that as well.
It's true.
That's true.
He
Constant
subscribed with all of his 864 channels, but then he also comes in and downvotes every
Dislikes
video with
them
the same 864. Guys, today we are playing poll perception. Like I mentioned, how this game works is before the show, JL found some polls online. They are NFL or fantasy related for the most part, usually, unless he got a little funny in there and threw some other ones in. How it works is he's going to propose a poll to one of the contestants. He may ask me what percentage of people chose side A in this poll. I'll give a percentage, say 60%. The other contestants are then going to be responsible for saying whether the actual answer that chose side A is over or under the line that I set. The closer I am to the actual number, the more points I'll get, with a max of 10 for being right on, and then a minimum of 1 if you're 15 away. It's 0 if you're any more than that. The contestants guessing over under will get 2 points if they correctly pick the over under. We will go through 6 rounds like this, and then in the 7th and final round, all of us will be guessing a number. Whoever's the closest will get 5 points unless they're right on, in which case they'll get 10. The contestant with the most points at the end of that final round will be our poll perception champion today.
That's me.
You guys ready?
Let's
I
go.
volunteer myself. as tribute to win today.
Oh, so we don't even need to play because
No, we don't need to.
Let's
We
just
don't need
hang
to.
around for a while. Just
I mean, it might be fun. It still might be entertaining along the way, but we already know the end result.
We got Dave in here saying I hide candy for my kids and wife, for emergencies.
For emergencies.
I had a candy stash under my bed in my old apartment, and when I found it, there was an empty chocolate bar with giant bites taken out of it. There was a huge hole in the box. And then later we found our nice little friend. Parts of our bath mats started disappearing. And they were making a nice nest under our oven. There was a rat about this big that had found my candy stash. So I don't keep secret candy stashes anymore.
Did you name it?
The rat?
This candy stash.
I think my girlfriend named it whenever she saw it, but I'm not positive. Yeah. I came home from getting my haircut and she had found the rat. She's standing on top of my coffee table in my boots with a tennis racket, like just standing on the coffee table whenever I walked in the door. It was pretty fun.
I love how that's not just sitcoms. That happened in real life.
Okay, guys. JL, are you ready?
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to bear with me a little bit. The unexpected Scott. I'm adding.
Hey, no,
I have extra polls here. So we're good.
Okay.
We're good. But I
texted you too, JL.
Okay, I might have to type some in while we're going here, but we should be good to go. You guys ready?
All right, cool.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm ready.
What order
All right,
are we going
the
into?
order today is going to be Simon, Russ, Josh, and then Scott.
Okay.
All right.
And for Scott, I'm going to represent the chat today.
Okay. That's gonna be your goal, representing the chat.
Okay.
Change my name to the
I'm a little
chat.
nervous about it.
And I am going to monitor the chat for their decision on
He's
what
gonna
I should
just
say.
keep adding and making the averages as it goes along. Okay, 29% average.
I'll ballpark it with my eyes.
Yeah.
Also, I love Brady in here saying still amazing that you guys nailed the score.
Really, though, it is.
It's unreal. We just willy-nilly came up with point values and it's been nearly perfectly balanced. Like it's just worked. We got lucky on that one. We definitely got lucky.
All right, Simon, you are going first. You ready for your poll, my friend?
I guess.
Julie Epic said, Simon, you need a football trophy in your background now.
Yeah,
I have
once
some in my
one of
background
two
somewhere.
Dynasty trophies that are
There's
owed
some.
to me are mailed
There's
to my
some over
house.
there. You
I'll
can
put
see
them up.
some.
Tiny.
Jill, I
Take the
think-
minimalist approach.
Jill, I think you
Oh,
have
yeah,
a trophy
that's
that
nice.
belongs
I
to
like
me,
the
if I'm not
minimalist
mistaken.
No, I don't.
Yeah, the trophy behind JL is my trophy.
what trophy?
It should be at my house.
This is my plant.
I don't see a trophy behind JL. I don't know what you're
my
talking about.
poof. It's my plant,
Yeah.
my poof. That's all I got.
You're right. Sorry,
It's okay. I lost this trophy this year too. So
All right, Simon.
never give it back.
Here is your first poll. Who are you taking first in drafts next year? Gabriel Davis or Amon-Ra St. Brown? What percentage of the public chose Gabriel Davis in this poll?
Man, you had to give me a Gabe Davis poll. I don't know what's stronger, like the hype I've seen for Gabe Davis or the vitriol I've seen for the hype for Gabe Davis. Like both are so strong right now. Like people are either hyping him up or yelling at people hyping him up right now. It seems like, man, Amon-Ra, that's another hype player to compare him to though. I'll say 52% on the Gabe Davis side. I'm going to say just over half.
52%. Final answer.
Final answer.
52%. All right. Do I have you guys in the right order here? I'm going to put my
Josh seems happy about my answer.
I am
Simon
happy about
went
your answer,
first,
to be
Russ
completely honest.
second, then Josh and Scott. All right, we're good. All right, Russ, was the actual percentage over or under 52% of people who chose Gabe Davis in this poll?
Going over.
Taking the over. All right. Josh, over or under 52%.
Maybe I'm going crazy over here. I know the hype for Gabe Davis is unreal right now. 4 touchdowns this past weekend, but more people chose Amon-Ra St. Brown here. If I had to guess, I'm going to take the under.
Taking the under. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Scott, over or under 52%.
I'd prefer to be called man of the people.
Man of the
chat.
people.
Man of the chat, Mr. Chat.
Matthew Berry's Game
No,
Changer
it looks
Award
like
winner.
the chat.
Man of the
I'm
people.
looking at the chat right now, and it's
Yeah.
a little all over the place.
This is gonna be like Moana
average in the
talking to
chat is
Maui.
sitting at 35.4. I would have personally said about 44%. So we're going to go with under, right? I'm in line with the chat. It's less than that.
All right, under, just like Josh. So we got Simon guessing 52% of people chose Gabriel Davis in this poll.
I still could see it going both ways, though.
Come on.
Josh and Scott taking the under, Russ taking the over. Chat, we got Miss Langley in here saying 100%.
Love these guys.
She's
Yeah.
always loved Gabe Davis.
She loves Gabe.
Mhm.
Sully 54%. What up, Sully? K Cam 65%. Dame 13%. Albert 36. Javen 12. J Wall 56. Truly Epic
Wow.
52.
Oh, they're all over the
Yes.
place.
Waiting for
All
this.
over the place. 35%. Julie Hepson, keep us around 50%.
Russ is like, come on, I gotta keep it going.
Well, the actual percentage of people who chose Gabe Davis in this poll was 29%.
Yo!
29%.
Like I was
overestimated
trying to
the
be
hype.
risky by saying over, but I assumed it was probably under, but not that much. That's good to me because I think
Yeah.
Amon-Ra's the right answer.
Yeah.
I agree
He
with
is
you.
the
I
right
would take
answer.
Amon-Ra as well. But I thought the hype would have just gotten
Yeah,
out of
Yeah,
control.
the
exactly.
recency bias with the hype. Yeah, just I'm surprised. Good job.
The thing
Good-
is, the recency
on
bias
Twitter.
and the hype for Amon-Ra St. Brown is recent enough that I
Yeah.
think like the hypers haven't forgotten quite yet. You know,
The
if that was a
hypers.
mid-season
The
hype.
hypers.
The hyper uppers.
That's
Yeah, like if
crazy.
it was like the first 6 games, maybe we'd be having a different conversation.
Well, obviously, if it was only the first 6 games, then that means that there would be disappointing games after that. So blah 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 blah. Whatever.
Brady was the closest with 25%.
What was it again?
nice
Yes.
job.
It was
Brady.
29%.
Wow.
29%. Simon, you're not going to get any points on that round. I'm sorry. You were 23 percentage points away.
Hot start.
Josh and Scott, you both correctly picked the under. It's going to give you 2 points each. And Russ, I'm
Okay.
sorry, you incorrectly picked the over. So no points this round.
I'm on
Scott got
delay.
it!
Oh, look, Josh,
I'm on delay, so that's
I know.
why. So,
Well done,
Crazy.
Scott Fish in the chat. Well done.
It looks like the average of the chat was pretty close too. Would you say it was
it's about 34. Yeah.
Yeah.
34, 33.4, I
close.
think, was the average.
just almost
Very
just
close,
as close
to
as
yeah, 3-5 and
Close as
straight
Justin.
vibing. All right, you guys ready to get to the next poll?
Let's do
Yes.
it. Maybe I
All
can
right,
get some
Russ,
points.
this one is yours. This one is yours, my friend. All right, who would you rather roster in Dynasty? Josh Jacobs or Saquon Barkley? What percentage of the public chose Josh Jacobs in this poll?
This is a weird
God,
one.
it's probably gonna hurt my brain.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I mean, 16%.
The final answer?
Yeah.
Didn't expect you to have it so fast. 16%. Right? 16.
Yeah, 1-6.
16%. All right. Josh, is the actual percentage over or under 16%?
The thing is, I think Saquon Barkley absolutely should win this poll. When it comes down to it, Russ didn't give me much wiggle room to take the under, I feel like. So I
Yeah.
got to take over. Yeah.
Taking the over. All right.
Mhm.
Taking the over. Scott.
Yeah,
Over
the chat is sitting on the average in the low 30s as well at the moment. Not very many answers coming in, but I like Josh, like it's just that percentage is so low that I feel like I have to take the over because the odds are in my favor on that side.
All right. Scott also taking the over.
And
What was that, Russ?
That's what I was doing. I'm trying to get you guys to take the over, so
Yeah.
none of you guys get the extra points because it's really like 4%.
man,
Oh,
I think the actual answer should be under 16%. I just don't know if it's going to be. You didn't give much room, but
Right.
No. There you go.
yeah, that's, you know what? I'm going to take the under here. I'm going to say
Oh,
under,
all
and I
right.
think
Okay,
I
so
think it's going to
next
be
time I
slam
have an
dunk.
evil plot, don't tell it to you guys so you can, go
Don't
around
reveal
Done.
it until like we are locked in, I guess.
I'm learning as we go. Learning as we
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's up,
Everybody's-
Kelly? Welcome in. Glad to have you here.
All right. We got some good guesses in the chat. Let's see. Where did they start?
I wouldn't be shocked if Saquon Barkley, whether it's on the Giants like next year or the year after or whatever, or on another team, has another top 5-ish fantasy
Yeah.
running back season in him. Like
Yeah,
he's got the skill set.
The
He just
talent
needs
is
to-
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with
and
you.
I think another thing that I love about him is his work ethic has always been there. So like
Yeah.
I think he's gonna work his ass off over the offseason, especially with this disappointing season.
Go
Dropping
Brady,
that-
go.
Coming back from injury and then getting a high ankle sprain on that that
Stepping on a
play like
dude's
that.
foot
That's
is-
just bad luck right there.
Yeah. Oh, so swollen too. It looks so bad. We got some
So
good
is,
guesses
is,
here.
is he a great buy low? Well, we'll get
Mine's
into that
still
after
healing.
we
I
go
think
to
so.
answer.
I think
Yeah.
so. Do you still have the boot, Scott?
No,
You just wear
I
it
mean
for
I
fun?
do. It's here in the house. I don't wear it. Like
He only
but
wears
my-
it when he needs attention.
It's ridiculous. I had a way worse injury 10 years ago, and I ran a half marathon 5 months later. This time, I'm 6 months into this injury, and I can. It's 99%. I still
You
feel
can't
like
even
that.
run a half marathon yet. You
Wow.
idiot.
That's what
no.
10 years of aging does to us.
Yeah.
Isn't that correct a little bit?
You
know,
recover
like-
from injuries so slow. Oh.
My
Me
leg
10
just
years
cramped
ago,
thinking
I
about
was good to
someone
go.
else running a half
Yeah.
marathon.
We had some good guesses here in the chat. J-Wall,
Did we?
48%. Albert, 27%. Subjective. Javen,
the
46. Oh, sorry. Javen and Jay. It's way too close. Javen, 45%. Jay, 46%. Scott with 38%. I put a bunch on the screen before. I'm not going to read them all. And just to recap, Russ guessed that 16% of people who voted on this poll chose Josh Jacobs.
I hope you nailed it on the head.
That would be fantastic.
I voted in this.
Josh and Scott took the over. Simon took the under. Well, the actual percentage of people who voted for Josh Jacobs in this poll is or was, I don't know what tense it is,
Yeah.
35%.
No.
3-5 in straight.
Straight by. Oh, 3-5. Didn't even say it. Jordan just got in the chat. And Scott got it right on.
Wow.
You did? Wait, I see
Yeah.
38 for Scott.
twice in a
Wow,
row.
different Scott.
That's incredible. Your streak
In-
continues.
Incredible.
And what's up, Jordan? Welcome in. Glad to have you here. Damn, Russ. You know what? We're just setting it up for the comeback. Me and you.
Setting it up.
That feels really high. Really high.
That is wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
People
I
are
understand that's
really
not
down.
the point of the game, but you know.
Yeah.
That's the sub game where we then just get to tell how wrong Twitter is right after. You just get
That-
to
Exactly.
That was a Reddit poll.
One of the most fun parts of this game is we're never actually wrong. You know, we all kind of agree Saquon Barkley is the right answer here, but you know, the Twitter, they're just dumb sometimes, you know.
Dumb sometimes. Russ, let me ask you. So, how big is that gap between Saquon and Jacobs? I know, like we just kind of talked about, Saquon. A lot of people being down on Saquon and maybe being a buy low. Josh Jacobs had a pretty good season this past season, so I feel like he's been rising. What's the difference between these two guys, in your opinion?
I mean, Saquon should still be top 7-ish running back. He's currently DLF running back 10 in January. I didn't, because I looked that up last night, but I don't remember where Jacobs is, but he should be, even though he's Jason Witten. That's my problem. He will always come in as like a running back 10 to 14, but he never does anything great. He's just okay, and he keeps playing. Like,
Right.
all right, cool. That didn't win me any weeks, but I guess it didn't lose me any. So it's like Jacobs to me, like 14 to 20-ish.
Such a good running back too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
solid.
that's
running back.
exactly what he is.
You don't want him as your starter because, like you said, he's not going to win many weeks. And I've said this many times in the past. He just hasn't shown that upside. That's the problem with him, in my
Like
opinion.
maybe a new coach, new offense comes in, and they give him 80 targets, and he does something with them that can change things. But for right now, and that's not what we've seen for the past 4 years, 3 years, 3 years, right?
Yeah.
What about you, Scott? How big is that gap between Saquon and Josh Jacobs after the
For
season?
me personally, it's pretty big. I already stated that I think Saquon's probably got another top 5 year coming within the next few years and him. Dynasty wise, I would far rather have Jacobs. But Jacobs is just, I think the problem with Jacobs is he's just not sexy. Like he might have some big games, but he's not going to be like an amazing asset. He's not going to be a very tradable asset for really good things, which is a problem in Dynasty.
Right. Simon, you agree?
Yeah, I'm mostly in agreement here. Saquon far outvalues Josh Jacobs in Dynasty, but I think Jacobs is a fine Dynasty asset. But like Scott said, it's not necessarily the trade value that you're going to get for Jacobs. I don't think he's an ascending asset. You're going to probably just get value from him until he stops providing value. I'm not sure you'll ever get like plus return, plus EV value on trading him.
Yeah, no, I agree. Dame Overboard saying Josh Jacobs has been around too long for people to remember. He came in at 21 years old.
And every single season, he's produced as a top 24 running back.
Yeah.
Even his rookie year. And he showed some pass catching upside last season. Let's see what happens when Drake comes back into the lineup. But I think this was a promising season for Jacobs. I absolutely am choosing Saquon Barkley in this debate, but I'm not burying Josh Jacobs in my rankings either.
Yeah, no, me neither. Marty in here saying, "Sup, fellas? What up, Marty?" KKM asking what the answer was. The answer was 35%. 35% of people
35
chose
gang.
Josh Jacobs over Saquon Barkley. We got another question in here before we get to our next round here. Trippy Trout asking, in a 12-team Dynasty PPR league, who would you rather of these four? Miles Sanders, AJ Dillon, Damian Harris, or James Conner? What do you think, Josh?
It would be Miles Sanders for me. AJ Dillon's the youngest, but he's only a year younger than Miles Sanders and Damian Harris. James Conner's 26 now. Maybe has the highest upside, but I love what the Eagles did. Like midway through the season, they went to like a full-on more running team. Miles Sanders was hurt during that time, which you didn't really get to see him produce. But once he was healthy, he was producing later in the season. Then he got hurt again. As long as he can stay healthy for the Eagles, I think he's going to be their main back, and he's still young. And I think he's the most talented guy out of these guys.
What do you think, Simon? You're nodding your head like you got something to say.
Yeah, Miles Sanders and AJ Dillon are like back-to-back in my Dynasty rankings, but Miles Sanders is one spot ahead. There's a little bit more certainty in what that workload's going to be for me, so I'll take Miles Sanders as well. But AJ Dillon is a close second, and there's the other guys aren't even in the same tier for me.
You agree with them, Russ?
No. To be the answer, AJ Dillon should be
I like the dissenting opinion.
Look, don't get me wrong. I love the idea of Miles Sanders. It's just that he's never been that idea of Miles Sanders, whether it's Philly not letting him be the guy or he is the guy and his body's just not ready for it, I guess. And even when he was the guy and doing pretty well, it was like Nick Chubb, right? He didn't get a lot of receptions and cool. He ran for 98 yards and got me 9.8 points. I mean, all right, cool. AJ Dillon has been catching passes, has been getting more and more work as the season has gone on. And he is there. His contract goes longer than Aaron Jones's does. So that's probably why they're working him up to take the Aaron Jones role that, he's just going to switch them. And then the younger guy comes in behind him.
Yeah.
And plus, just trade wise, AJ Dillon's worth the most out of any of these guys by a lot.
Where do you sit, Scott?
Yeah, I mean, Aaron Jones or Dillon's contract going longer. I mean, his goes through 2025. Aaron Jones goes through 2024. So it's 3 full more seasons of potential share. I actually feel I'm with you, though. I like AJ Dillon slightly better than Miles Sanders, but there's a really good side of Miles Sanders in that they have a lot of draft picks and 3 first rounders, and they can build that offense up. And if Jalen Hurts hits, this is an offense that, scored, 4 touchdowns or more like half the games this last year. If they can build up that offense even more around it, it could be you're getting the main running back on a high potent offense. So I get the Miles Sanders argument. I just like what I see out of AJ Dillon a little bit better. I feel like there's less injury risk, less. I don't know. I just like Sanders a little bit more.
Yeah.
I mean, Dillon a little bit more.
Yeah. I'm with you guys. Alex and you're saying, have you seen Jacobs? That's a sexy dude.
He is a good looking dude.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, there's something about throwing on a Raiders jersey that just ups your attractiveness level by like
black and silver, man.
20%. You look so sexy in a Raiders jersey. Yeah. Darren Waller, Derek Carr, Josh Jacobs, just some good looking dudes out there.
All right, let's get into our next round of full perception. Kelly says, Simon, come on, make a comeback.
That's what I'm about.
Do it.
Fourth quarter.
All right. Josh, it's your turn. This is your poll. You ready? All right, here's your poll. Who would you rather roster in a Dynasty League? Michael Thomas or Gabriel Davis? What percentage of the public chose Michael Thomas?
It's funny that I ended up with this one because we just did a mock draft on Monday, and I guess I'm giving a little bit of information to both Russ and Scott, but I actually ended up drafting Gabe Davis above Michael Thomas when it came down to it. However, I did do some meditation on this topic after the fact, and I realized like there is probably still a little bit more inherent value just having Michael Thomas on your team. If he comes into next season and he's producing at the beginning of the season, you could trade him for a lot, I think. We saw one of the best fantasy seasons ever from him. However, Gabe Davis just had that huge explosive game. So like I could see this going both ways. I think it's going to find it somewhere right in the middle. Like I said, we did a mock draft and they were drafted in the same round. I think Michael Thomas was the first wide receiver drafted after Gabe Davis. So again, I'm just trying. I can't even decide which side I want to go on when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
I'll say I want to go with a 9. So I guess I'll say I don't know. The Gabe Davis hype probably sends
he
to the Gabe
abstain
Davis
and
side.
not get the points, and then
Sure, yeah,
I'll say 45.
45. All right, final answer.
No. Yeah.
45% chose Michael Thomas. Scott, is the actual percentage over or under 45%?
The chat is currently sitting at, let me get Jay's in there, 40 on the dot as their average. So I'm going to go with under. I think that was a very good spot you put it at, Josh. I personally would have probably, we're going with the chat's answer. I personally would have gone a little bit under too, like 42. I would have guessed 40, somewhere in that range. You think Michael Thomas is getting traded? Is that this is for after the poll talk, I'm sure. Because he's got 3 years left on his contract.
All right, I'm making a note of that. Michael Thomas traded. We will discuss after this poll. Simon, was the actual percentage over or under Josh's guess, 45%?
I'm going to take the over. I think more people voted on the Michael Thomas side of this poll than on the Gabe Davis side. I think maybe name value alone, and then the counter hype that we've seen for Gabe Davis might push him up.
All right, Simon taking the over. Russ, over or under?
Do people still remember who Michael Thomas is?
Depending
I feel
how
like
old
there's
they
so
are.
many new people in this game that maybe they don't remember that Michael Thomas was great.
For those people that play Dynasty in a 3 to 5 year window, they do, because they drafted him in the first round, thinking they had several years of him.
Or
Does
we
your
know
son know
that
who Michael Thomas is?
our degenerates, us degenerates, we know he's 29, so
Yes.
he's dead to us already, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm taking the under. I think
Has he
it's
turned
Gabe
29
Davis.
yet?
Taking the under. All right, so Scott and Russ taking the under. Simon taking the over on Josh's guess of 45%. We got some guesses here in the chat. Let's see.
He
Wow.
Albert
turns,
guessed 45%.
he turns
too.
28.
Let's go.
he turns
Alex-
29 in about a month and a half.
So
Okay.
28. Take
I
that.
apologize for the
28
Take
misinformation.
that, Russ.
We're gonna let this one slide, Russ.
Yeah.
When we're talking about ages, we're talking about what they'll be next football season, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exact. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Truly epic guessing 12%. Sully 51%. Alex 65%. 15% from
Oh,
Javen.
you guys are not helping.
Halbert 45.
They're
J
all
Wall
over the place.
35. Dave 24. Wow. 43%. 52% sort of. 44 and 54 from Jay. Got some Marty in here with 62%. Scott 37%. Man, eventually our show will be big enough that we can't go through all the guesses in the chat. There'll be too many.
Maybe.
Let's have a Justin
Just have Scott on
62%
every
down
episode
here.
so he can do the averages.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, the actual percentage of people who chose Michael Thomas in this poll was
42.
54%.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Jay.
I should have went the other side of the nines, but I'll take
other-
that.
Man.
The other side of the nines.
Wow.
I saw Sully said I want 9, so I'll say 45. Just so you know, 45 is a 9 in my mind. It's divisible by 9. It's a factor of 9.
52%, huh?
54%.
54%.
I was within 10.
You were with it. You were 9 percentage points away, which is going to give you 3 points. And Simon, your heroic effort of choosing the over here, despite
Heroic. Super
every other
heroic.
contestant taking
Yeah,
the under,
thank you.
is going to
Thank
give
you.
you 2 points.
If I'm known for anything, it's my bravery and poll perception.
So Scott, you brought up you asked, do you think Michael Thomas will be traded this season? Which the Sean Payton news.
They're
what
in
is-
cap hell. I can see Thomas and Kamara and anything with a big contract they have getting traded.
Do you think
So,
that's the most like walk me through what you think?
That's
what
got to
is-
be part of the poll, right? Because I don't love Michael Thomas sitting still in New Orleans in that offense without Sean Payton running that offense, and Taysom Hill or Jameis Winston or whatever at quarterback. So I feel like that's Twitter thinking Michael Thomas is elsewhere.
Russ, how do you think how do you think the offseason will shake out for the New Orleans Saints? What moves would you be making if you're running the New Orleans Saints?
Most importantly, I think we need to point out that Scott Fish got 3 guesses exactly in a row. Look at the chat. 54%.
Incredible.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
three-
Wait,
that's
you
nothing
did it
for
right
him.
on again, Scott?
That's nothing for him.
See that's the problem. I do it in the chat perfectly, but right now I'm the chat. I'm representing the chat. I have to do the average, but I'll put my real answer in the chat.
He's doing great. The Saints should need to do exactly what Scott said. They can't afford to pay anyone right now. So they need to get rid of everyone that's expensive, renegotiate anyone who's owed money this year if they want to keep them. Like they need to blow it up like Dynasty style. Sell anyone over the age of 21 Running backs are gone. They don't have any quarterbacks to sell anyway. Well, nobody just move Taysom Hill to tight end, and then you can trade him.
Hall for Kamara and Thomas,
Yeah.
don't you think? Right?
Not Kamara, I don't think. But running backs are just not valuable.
Someone would want him. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
But
you
also,
get
how much
something.
money is he owed that you're not going to be
Yeah,
able to get too much in return because they're going to have to
Yeah.
pay him?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
But again, it's just they care that New Orleans cares more that money's off their books, so they're going to take less to get him off.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there. I definitely
Justin.
think there's some big move coming for the Saints. I don't know if it's going to be Thomas Kamara, what we're going to see, but they have to do something.
And other Scott in here saying they only saved $2 million on the cap if they trade Thomas. So I don't believe they trade Thomas, but Kamara, on the other hand, is likely to be dealt. It's possible.
Well, didn't Thomas?
Oh no, you
Thomas
can
delay
get
getting
the other
surgery
team to
for
take
the
on that
18th?
cap hit.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
like that's what it would have to be. It would be like the Brock Osweiler deal. You get the other team to take on that hit.
Yeah.
Right. All right. You guys ready to get into the next poll?
Let's
Do
do
it.
it.
I am.
All right. This one is for you,
There-
Scott.
There's one more thing. Truly Epic in the chat said Michael Thomas to Denver to play with Aaron Rodgers. I don't see
Not
that
gonna
happening.
No, they're
if Aaron
gonna-
Rodgers go to Denver,
That's
Devontae Adams is a free agent. The Packers really probably don't have enough space, or they shouldn't franchise Devontae. I could see him going there way before I see Michael Thomas.
Or
Can you
just
imagine
Portland
that?
season.
If Rodgers goes to Denver, it's via trade because there's a year left on his contract. So yeah, I don't know. I don't see that. I don't see Thomas to Denver.
No.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that they would be able to afford Thomas, or definitely not Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers.
And then Kate Camp said 2 years ago, didn't Thomas have over 110 receptions? He actually has the record for receptions in one season with 149.
Two years ago?
2019. Yeah.
Nice. Kelly, your mom goes to Denver. I don't know if she's ever been.
Sometimes, I think.
Yeah. If you're watching, Mom, let us know if you've ever been to Denver.
I've been.
I've
You
been.
have?
My
Yep.
mom's definitely been. I was there with her.
It's fun. You
Legend.
fly into Denver and then you drive for 7 hours from the airport to get from the airport
Yeah,
from
whatever
Denver
location
to Denver.
yeah, you need to be. Yeah.
And
Forever.
you have to drive past the giant blue demon horse before you can do anything else right outside the airport.
Oh boy.
I
You
don't
guys know what I'm
that.
talking about? They have this
Nope.
huge
I don't
blue
remember
horse.
it. I don't remember it.
I
but
was young.
I've been
I
there a
was like
couple times.
14 when I went.
Next time you
Now,
fly
now
into
everyone
Denver,
thinks you're crazy.
look for
Yeah.
it because it is scary.
It's a fun trip. You get to your terminal and then you take like 6 hours of trams to get to to get to a car, and then you take another couple hours into Denver. It's
It's
amazingly efficient. That
Sounds very
Denver
fun.
airport.
All right, Scott, here is your poll. Which tight end are you drafting first in Dynasty? Travis Kelce, Kyle Pitts, George Kittle, or Mark Andrews? What percentage of the public chose Travis Kelce in this poll?
I hope the chat is quick with their percentages this time coming
better
through
be.
here. And it really sucks because we're on a little bit of a delay from the chat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so weird that way.
So just talk about the players for as long as you can.
All
And
right,
then be
yes.
"Ah."
So for me, it's probably Andrews, Kelsey, Kittle, Pitts in that order. But no.
Whoa.
Oh, wait, I see
Whoa.
Dynasty. I'm thinking next year.
Yes.
Whoa.
My brain was on next year. No, Dynasty. I talked about this. I traded Pitts for Kittle in a league. Plus
You
some.
traded Kittle for Pitts, right?
No, yeah, Kittle. I traded I
Kittle
traded
plus
Kittle for
for
Pitts. Yes.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, see, Pitts is easily my tight end one, but Kelsey, I think Andrews and Kittle have closed the gap enough on Kelsey that I don't think they're splitting 60% here. I think they're splitting 60% of the vote pretty evenly. So I think it'd probably be right around that 20s range. Let me do my math on all the stuff that's come into the chat. 28.
Oh man, you got one person just skewing your results. None of them.
Yeah.
Never mind. There's two people in the 60s.
Yeah, I don't care. When
I'm trying to calculate this down myself.
I'm gonna remove the two highest and the two lowest.
Oh wow.
Standard deviation.
Yeah, and they're coming up with 27% is what the chat says. So I guess that's what we're going with. I feel like I would have gone lower than 27%, but that's what the chat says, 27%.
Final answer?
I mean, unless something comes in from the chat to bring it lower.
Come on, guys. Just don't put like a 2.
Lock it in.
You know what? I put it back the 2 lowest back in. So it's 24%. 24%.
That's
Use
right. Use numbers to fit your narrative.
Yes, that is the fantasy football way.
Yes. Also,
All right.
number
Like a true
24.
analyst, Scott. That was awesome.
All right, Simon, over or under Scott's guess of 24%?
Peaked in high school, dropping a 2 in there to help my
Brady with the point
Thank you, Alex.
0.00001. And J-Wall said none of that nonsense. He threw a 100 in there to balance it the other way.
Dang you guys.
I'm gonna take
They're
the
on
under.
to me.
I think it's the under. I think it
Yep.
should be around what Scott said and maybe a little bit higher. But man, I just feel like people are really downplaying how dominant Kelsey has been for so long. Like I understand we're excited about these guys, but to jump all 3 of these guys automatically ahead of him in Dynasty is a little bit ridiculous to me. He would still be number 2 for me, possibly number 1.
I think Twitter's going to give Kittle or Pitts 40% of this vote, and then the other 3.
I'm
just
with
let
you.
them
have a
go.
So I'm gonna
I have a
take the under.
breakdown.
I got the
I'll
under
let-
here.
I'll let Russ go.
All right, Simon taking the under. Russ, are you taking the over under on Scott's guess of 24%?
I'm taking, as someone who has tried to trade Kelsey, I am absolutely taking the under because he's 31, which means he's dead. And so, especially in a startup, I don't think anyone is spending the draft capital to go get Kelsey. So I am he is my tight end 1, by the way. Like I think Kelsey should be the first tight end drafted, but I understand the reality of the situation that we just love Pitts way too much.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, Pitts is the tight end 1, but you know, if you ask me when no one else is listening, I'll say Travis Kelsey.
Russ, I'm with you. You're speaking my language.
I think Pitts just has the highest trade value. I think
By
that's
far.
what makes him a much better dynasty asset.
Yes,
at this point.
100%.
All right, Josh, over or under Scott's
Yeah, I
guess
did
of
some quick
24%?
calculations, and I put Pitts at 45%, getting Andrews at 27%, Kittle with 9%. I think he's going to get the least amount of votes just because like he doesn't separate himself in any way in terms of like age. Like if you're going for age, go for Pitts. If you're going for production, go Kelsey. So I think Kelsey probably ends around the 18% area. I'll take the under.
Taking the under. Unanimous
Also,
under.
Why did Epic say, "Oh God, Simon," and then Kelly and Phoenix say,
I don't
"Simon, no, I said the under. I said the over, or I said the under." They want me to take over.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
They're trying to help you out.
today. Yeah.
And we probably
Yeah.
do have to speed through a little bit.
We do. we do.
What's interesting about this is Pitts is probably going to go in as the dynasty tight end 1 in most mocks and drafts. But if you pinned any of us to a wall and said, who's going to score the most fantasy points over the next 2 years or 3 years out of these 4 tight ends, I think Pitts comes in last out of that group.
Yeah.
Like if like our life was on the line, we have to figure out which one's going to score I think if we had to put him in order of fantasy points over the next 2 to 3 years, I think Pitts comes in last in that group, which is
I'm
a
with
very
you.
interesting thing.
Yeah. Which I think was Russ's point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good guesses here in the chat. I'm not going to run them through all of them because we are short here on time. I don't know if this is a real guess, but it could be. Justin,
I saw an
18%.
updated guess from Alex, I thought, but whatever.
All right. Well, the actual percentage of people who chose Travis Kelsey in this poll, the tight end that they are drafting first in Dynasty, is 9%.
Yeah.
9%, 3,567 votes.
Truly
Someone got
epic.
it exactly right.
You tried to.
Sully.
You
Yeah, someone
tried to
said
guide
9.
me away from the truth, but I found it anyways. Truly epic.
That
So
Nice
was-
job, Sully.
They had
Three-
it way too high.
The 3 unders hit. Scott, unfortunately, you were 15 percentage points away, which is going to give you 1 point. I don't know why I said
the
unfortunately. That's actually
chat,
good.
not
Can
Scott.
you
Sorry.
can you tell us the
Chat.
breakdown?
If you check the chat, I clearly wrote 9%.
Clearly.
Clearly.
Can you
In
tell
a
us
few
the breakdown,
seconds
Jack?
when the
I can
delay
absolutely
catches
tell
up.
you the breakdown. It was
Thank
Travis
you.
Kelsey 9%, Kyle Pitts 55%,
Yep.
Oh,
George
okay.
Kittle 7%, and Mark
It was
Andrews
the
20.
least.
Yeah, and Mark Andrews
It was the
29%. So you,
So
you
I had the right.
you were
like,
on the right
process.
path. Yeah.
Yeah.
The numbers were a little off, but it was
Mhm.
it was generally the same order.
Truly epic saying, I sincerely apologize to Simon. Apology accepted. And Kelly said, "Okay, I can't doubt Simon again." No, you absolutely can. I don't want you to get ahead of yourself.
You
here.
can.
You should continue to doubt me.
Yes.
It's been pretty bad lately on the game show.
And well done, Sully, for nailing it exactly correct. All right, we're going to keep it moving here because we were short on time. Simon, you ready for your next poll?
Let's do it. I'm getting points here. I feel it.
All right. This poll, SuperFlex, 12-team, PPR. Which side would you rather have, Ja'Marr Chase or 2022 first round pick, the fifth pick in the first round, plus 2023 first round picks? Those are rookie picks for rookie drafts. Picks for rookie drafts. My goodness. What percentage of the public chose Ja'Marr Chase in this poll?
This is something I still struggle with, like with how much Dynasty we've played, how much we talk about it, is valuing these draft picks more than a year out. Like, what are these 2023 draft picks worth? How are people valuing them? And I feel like there's such a large disparity in how people value them. You know what I mean? Some people view them as useless. Like, they're not helping me win this year. I don't want them. Like, I'll worry about that at next season. Some people like to stockpile if they're in a rebuild. Man. So the Dynasty wide receiver 1 or 3 firsts is what we're looking at here, but 2 of them are a year out. But then that draft class is also more hyped for 2023. Man, I still got to think that Ja'Marr Chase pulls this one, like that. The name of the number 1 rookie Dynasty wide receiver, and the way he finished the year, the hype that they're getting in the playoffs right now. I think I'm going to go kind of high. I think I'm going to go 68% on the Ja'Marr Chase side.
68%. Final answer.
Make it 69.
69%. Final answer.
Final answer.
Final answer. All right. Russ, do you think the actual percentage is over or under 69%?
Can I call push? Like, because I mean, let's face it.
You actually can.
The
Yeah.
Queen
You
Bee
get
rule,
10
yes.
I love
it's
seeing trades
ballsy.
like this. It's like 2 different roster construction guys, 2 different mindsets in the way they play Dynasty, just finding a good value for both sides. I love when I see trades like this.
Just because what do you pay for the one at their position? The answer is usually round 3 firsts. The 23 picks are worth pretty much what 22 picks are worth as well, just because, like everyone is saying, 23 class is so much more hyped than this bad class, apparently. So the answer is Ja'Marr Chase. The problem is people love draft picks in Twitter.
Man,
I'm
they
gonna
do.
go the under, just because, again, like, there's not a lot of room up there in the 70+%. So I'm just gonna play it safe and go under.
All right. Russ taking the under. Josh, over under 69%.
I have a lot of trouble with this one because I'm just not doing it. I'm gonna hang on to Ja'Marr Chase. Like,
That's the right
I'm
answer, yeah.
rebuilding, competing, blah blah blah. But like we said, 69%. Simon's going Ja'Marr Chase's side. I guess I'll take. I'm gonna go with the over. Going with the over. All right. Scott, over under 69%.
Yeah. So, like, for me, this is pretty easily Ja'Marr Chase. And just the way I play Dynasty, I see those 3 picks and I think to myself, I'm probably not going to get a Ja'Marr Chase with those 3 picks. I'm probably not going to hit a Ja'Marr Chase with those 3 picks.
You'll get a Ronald Jones, a Rashad Penny, and a Royce Freeman.
But you might get a Jalen Waddle, Devonta Smith, and Marquise Brown. You know?
Exactly. Best case scenario, I've gotten 3 starters that are, wide receiver 2s, RB2s, flexes. Maybe I hit on one. Like, my mindset is just, I'll take the sure known thing in the up and coming offense. I feel like it should be closer to 69%, like Simon said, but Russ had it dead on. I just don't think there's a lot of wiggle room for this to jump into the 70s on a Twitter poll with that many firsts. So I'm going under.
Under. All right. Russ and Scott taking the under. Josh taking the over. Simon's guess of 69%. And we had some good guesses here in the chat. I'm not going to run through them all for this one, but we will call out the closest one. The actual percentage of people who chose Ja'Marr Chase in this poll is,
come on,
56%.
Wow.
But
I just realized this was a super flex trade.
by the way, the
It don't
chat had 55% as their average.
Nice
55.
job,
So
chat.
they were right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Truly epic with 53%. And Trippy with 59%. I think those 2 were the closest on either side. I don't see a closer. Oh, wait. Scott Fish, 56%. Amazing.
Monster.
That's all he came in. Superflex swings it lower, in my opinion. And I did not even consider the Superflex aspect. Draft picks become a lot more valuable in a Superflex league. A lot more valuable.
Yep. You're absolutely right.
It's still wrong to trade someone like Ja'Marr Chase for just picks, but that's not really the question, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That's fair. Simon, you were 13 percentage points away, which is going to give you 1 point.
I'll
Josh,
take it.
you didn't correctly guess the over-under, so you're going to get nothing.
That's okay.
Russ and
Nothing.
Scott, you each correctly guessed the over-under, which is going to give you 2 points.
5. I believe it's 5 points we get for that. Right,
Oh,
Russ?
really? Huh.
That was the rules in the beginning. I
don't
believe
think so.
5 points.
Well, we're changing them right now to 2. Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we haven't been doing
I'm
this.
pretty
for
sure it was in
No.
the rules that if Russ and Scott are the only ones getting the points, that's fine.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I must have
Yes.
missed that meeting.
If
The
Russell's
addendum.
got match answers,
There's an asterisk
their
in
points
the
are
rules that
multiplied
you just have
by
to go down to the
2.5.
bottom to read.
Yeah,
There's
depending on
that.
contestants. I love it. It's truly epic. Besides JL and Josh, you're my favorite, Simon.
Thank
Is
you,
there
truly
one
epic.
more? Or if not, I have a question. But is there one more we're doing?
One more what?
Poll perception.
There's
Yeah.
4 more polls.
Well, yeah, we need to push. Well, there's
Yeah.
we gotta keep going, guys.
All
There's
right.
4 more
all right.
polls.
Yeah. All right. Russ, we're back to you. You ready?
As I'll ever be.
That's all I'll ever be. All right, here's your poll. 1 QB, 10-team Dynasty League. Which side would you rather have? Jonathan Taylor plus 2022, 210. So that's the 10th pick in the second round. Or Miles Sanders plus Michael Carter plus Calvin Ridley. What percentage of the public chose the Jonathan Taylor plus the 2022 second side of this poll?
I mean, I want to say like 80, but I mean, that's not very gamesman like. And this just makes me sad because I love Calvin Ridley so much. I just want him to well, first I want him to be well, and then I want him to come back and play football. All right, but I'll go a little lower than I was thinking before, and I will say 74%.
74%. Final answer.
You sure? You sure you want to go with that?
I do. That is
You don't
exactly
have
what I
to.
want to do.
The chat is currently at an average of exactly 74%, Russ.
Really?
I hate that.
Is
guess
that a
so much.
coincidence?
I wrote down 72%, but I don't want to take the under here at all because it's Jonathan Taylor. You got Jonathan Taylor on that side.
There's no reason for this not to be Jonathan Taylor.
I know. I'm taking the over.
I love
Thanks for
Calvin
talking me
Ridley, and I
into it, Russ.
honestly love Michael Carter, but that's
Yeah.
not close to Jonathan Taylor.
So you're locking in 74%, right, Russ?
Yeah, good for that guy for getting a second on top of Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
And
I'll take the over.
Josh, you're taking the over. Scott?
Well, the chat is not being helpful here because they are currently coming in at a 73.8 percentage.
That's
technically
under.
under, right?
So I guess it's got to be the under. Twitter loves Jonathan Taylor. I would go over, but I'm gonna lose.
You're the
You
chat.
be
You're
We'll
not
see.
chat.
I'm a man of the people. I'm the man
Yeah.
of the chat.
You can be the tiebreaker.
I am
in
being
some
the
situations.
chat, and the chat says it's slightly under Russ's
Okay.
guess of 74%.
All right, Simon, what do you think? Over, under?
I'm going to do it again. I'm going different here. I think it's over. I think Jonathan
Yeah,
Taylor
one of
will
each.
pull enough people over there.
I would have gone over.
So you're with me, Simon.
Oh,
Yeah,
you said
yeah.
over as well?
Yeah,
I'm with Josh.
Yeah,
thought
I was
you said
confused.
under.
I was like, they both went different ways. How could you be different?
He's gonna
I'm
go
taking
slot on.
exactly the I'm
Push.
just kidding. I'm going to take the over.
All right. Well, the actual percentage of people who chose the Jonathan Taylor plus the second side of this poll is 87%.
Yeah.
So you were 13 percentage points away, Russ. So that's going to give you a point. Simon and Josh, you each get 2 points. Well done.
That was
Let's
frustrating.
do it.
I did. That was very
You're
frustrating.
the man of the people, though, Scott. You know.
It's not about you, Scott.
Not
Yeah.
about you. All right.
I mean, just
By-
look in the
by the
chat
way-
and see how right you always are.
Russ, on the Calvin Ridley thing, I saw a Calvin Ridley for Jordan Love straight up in a SuperFlex trade
No,
today.
don't do it, people. Don't do
And
it. No.
I was like, that
You
is
mean- you mean
gross.
Jordan Love
That's
plus
interesting.
the 101 in rookie
nope.
draft?
Jordan
Oh,
Love straight up. That's gonna mean Rodgers
So
gone.
gross.
Oh.
Lot of risk on both sides, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway,
I would never make that trade. Never mind. I would make it if I had Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Yeah. What up, Mr. Scampers? Welcome in. And I think the closest that I saw
Was Scott 80?
was apart from Scott was Alex at 81%.
The funny thing is, the first thing Russ said was like, "I think it should be in the 80s, but I don't want to go that
Yeah.
high." Like,
wasn't
Yeah.
high enough.
Got to trust myself.
yeah.
All right. Scores have been updated. Josh, coming to you. You ready?
Yeah, hit me.
Should've gotten
All
points.
right. I think I got the right poll here. Yeah. All right. Who do you currently rank higher? AJ Brown or CD Lamb?
Oh, I've actually had this argument a lot recently.
No, I hate this because these are like two of the darlings of my eye. I love both these guys. I'm in love with both of them. I would marry both of them. I think right now AJ Brown is probably perceived slightly higher because of the production we've seen from him and the lack of it from CD Lamb. So I'm gonna go slightly on the AJ Brown side here for sure. I'll say 54% of people chose AJ Brown.
54, final answer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 54%. Scott, over under 54%.
The chat has
You can give him enough time.
Yeah, the chat's sitting right in that same range, Josh. But it looks like they're leaning to the over. Let me on a few more here.
That's where I shouldn't give anything away.
Yeah, it's leaning to the over by a couple points. So the chat says we're going over on this one.
All right, Scott
AJ
taking
Brown.
the over.
Yeah.
Let me type that in here. Simon, over or under? Josh's guess, 54%.
I'll take the under. It's I think it's going to be close, but I'll take the slight under. I think these are the two names that a lot of people are debating for that number 3 spot. So I think that was a good guess, but I'll take the under and say it was on the CD Lamb side.
All right, you split them, Josh. Russ, taking the over or under? Josh's guess, 54%.
I don't agree with it because I do have Lamb higher, but
I
I'm
do
gonna
too,
take the
by the
over.
way. I do too as well, by the way. I have Lamb higher.
So you taking the which
Over.
one? Taking the over. Okay. All right, the over. All right, Simon guessing, or I'm sorry, Josh guessing 54%. Both Scott and Russ taking the over. Simon taking the under. The actual percentage of people who chose AJ Brown in this poll was 77%. 77%.
Wow. So Josh gets nothing, but Russ and Scott get some points on that one.
Russ and Scott.
We have a
each get two.
close game going into the final round, guys.
Well, we still got one more
whoever
poll.
gets it. Oh, right.
Scott.
Never mind. All right. Never mind. I digress.
Scott
I
can
think it's
pull
still
ahead
going to
a little
end up
bit.
being anyone's game, though, when it comes down to it.
Yeah, I think anyone can win right now. It's 7-7. Josh, you are in the lead with 11. Scott, you're in second with 9.
The chat has 9. I would have 11.
Sorry. You're right.
I'm just kidding.
That is fair.
Damn.
That is fair. I'm
No.
trying to see who was closest here in the chat. Ooh, Garrett Thompson with 76%,
Nice.
AJ, 1%.
Wow, you even got people in the chat helping you get the answers for the person that was closest.
They're scared.
Yeah.
Like, Mr. Scampers is just like, yo, I got you for this.
Oh, my man.
The chat is
If
awesome.
only I could find
I
his
love
comment.
the chat. Love the chat so much.
Yeah, the chat is undefeated.
Chat is the best.
All right. Scott, you ready for your final poll?
I am. We are ready.
Were you already? Sorry.
We are
Keep making that mistake. How
collectively,
dumb.
collectively ready.
All right, Dynasty PPR League. Who would you rather roster, Juju Smith-Schuster or
Ooh.
Rashad Bateman? What percentage of the public chose Juju Smith-Schuster in this?
All
poll?
right. What percent says Juju? All right. For me personally, this is Bateman. I don't even know if Juju's going to be there next year. That he had no market last year on that 1-year deal. If he stays, like, who's his quarterback? Hopefully,
The
Kirk
Ravens
Cousins.
wanted to sign him.
And he turned down an offer from the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like what he was looking for.
Well, there was no salary cap last year. That's why you signed the 1-year deal.
Yeah.
Wait for
Yep.
this year. Go get that TV money.
Yeah. He. Oh man, guys like Galladay still got money.
Julie Epic saying, just let Scott
That's
finish
the
what
Giants.
he
Way
said.
too much money.
And then Dave Gettleman got fired. No, sorry. Retired.
Retired. He retired.
He retired.
Um,
Yes, I apologize. Dave Gettleman, I know you watch, so I'm sorry.
The chat
He does
is-
most days.
Yeah,
is
always
rounding
second
in at 31%.
31%. So is that what you're going with?
Another answer came in, and it's let's go 29%. It feels I added a few more. It's 29%. It looks like.
29%.
Yep.
All right, Simon, over or under 29%?
I wish you wouldn't have made that switch, but I'm still gonna go. I'll go under. I think people are out on Juju, maybe more than they should be. So I'll take the under here.
All right, Russ, you think the actual percentage is over or under?
See, here's the thing. I
Scott's-
love Juju. I would choose Juju over Bateman. but I'm tied with Simon, so I have to take the opposite of him because
You don't have to.
I'm going to gamesman the hell out of this because you're going to win. I'm helping you win anyway, so I'm going to take the over.
Taking the over. All right. Josh, over under.
My initial thing was 27%. That's initially exactly what I thought. I think in Dynasty, Rashad Bateman has more value and trade value, but Juju, he's a name, I'll take the under.
Taking the under. All right.
See? I'm helping you, buddy. I got you.
I don't feel good about it.
Josh and Simon taking
one
the
does.
under. Russ taking the over on Scott's guess. I'm sorry, the people's guess of 29.
The people.
The people's guess of 29%. Well, the actual percentage of people who chose Juju Smith-Schuster in this poll was 18%.
I said under. Woohoo! Oh,
Yeah.
Alex, nice job.
Nailed
Let's
it.
go, Alex.
18%.
Yes.
Well done. Alex destroyed when he came
Yeah,
on this
he
game.
did
It was a
good
long
today.
time ago, but
He is
Yeah.
the
He's
trade
been
guy.
killing it in the chat too.
yeah, those were the podcast days. But and Trippy was 1 percentage point away. Which is
Awesome, Trippy.
Very admirable.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Not as good
Trippy.
as Alex, but admirable. Let me update the score here. Let's see. Scott,
Get your papers ready.
the people were 11 percentage points away. So that's going to give you and the people 1 point. I don't know who to refer to now.
This
The
is
chat.
anyone's
Just say the
game.
chat. I don't know. The people. I don't know.
The people.
FYF fam.
And
35s.
Josh and Simon, you each get 2 points for that one.
I think it literally. Am I wrong? Okay. So I think if Russ gets this one, he'll tie me. So no, he's
no.
six
You,
away.
yeah,
He's gotta
he'll
get
be
it
in
on the
second.
dot. You
But
need to get
if you get it
gets
exactly right, you're going to get 10 points. So just a friendly reminder, this round works a little different than the other rounds. Each contestant is going to write down a percentage guess on this next poll, and they're going to reveal whenever I tell them to. The closest is going to get 5 points. If they get it, any of them get it exactly right, they're going to get 10 points. And if they have the same answer, then both contestants will get the points. Clear?
Yep,
Yep.
let's do it.
All right, here is the poll, the final poll. If the 49ers make the Super Bowl, who is their 2022 Week 1 starter? Jimmy G or Trey Lance? What percentage of the public chose Jimmy Garoppolo in this poll? So contestants, write down your answers. Don't reveal them yet until I tell you to. Chat, as always, throw your guesses in the chat.
What makes me happy is one of my best friends is a diehard 49ers fan who despises Jimmy Garoppolo. So I keep making him like, hey, man, what's your choice? 49ers lose right now, or they win a Super Bowl and restructure Jimmy G and he stays on as the starter. And he literally hasn't given me an answer yet because he can't answer it.
That does sound like it's, the worst decision.
Yeah.
All right, contestants.
I feel like this one's going to have a lot of wishful thinking in its voters
Yeah.
as well.
Give me
I'm
the
one of those
Super Bowl
people.
now that I'm thinking about it. You could have Adam Gase become the head coach of the Cleveland Browns with Mitchell Trubisky at quarterback next year if you gave me a Browns Super Bowl. Like, I don't even care. I'll take 40 years of misery just to watch them win one.
All right, contestants, you got your answers?
I do.
I do.
I do.
I suppose I have to write it on something. Let me go get a whiteboard.
I don't love it, but
Just paint it on your stomach and just.
that would actually be pretty sweet.
Oh my God, Russ. One day I'm going to do that. I'm going to have it on my,
Ah!
so I'm going to pre-show write down what my answer is going to be regardless of what I think and then just lift my shirt up.
Get
That'd
me on
be
that show. I'll
amazing.
shave it into my chest hair.
All right. Here's I got what the chat collectively.
All right, we'll come to
Decided.
you third. First, I'm going to ask Russ. Russ, what is your guess here? 42%.
The answer to
Wow.
life, the universe, and everything.
Yes.
And everything.
And my age.
Great reference. And Scott Fish's age. All right,
Douglas Adams.
Simon.
It's also the age
11.
you learn all those answers. I'm not sure if you guys wouldn't know that yet. Russ
I
might
know,
know.
not yet. Well,
I'm close, not quite there yet.
Close.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's some of it is just revelations. You'll be shocked when you find out some of the stuff.
All right, Scott, what is your guess here?
This
You and the
is the
people.
chat's combined average right here.
31%. All right, and Joshua, 27%.
So I got the low.
Was that
Russ has the
27% of
high.
a piece of paper? Like, what was that?
It's about
super tiny piece of paper.
9% of one of these.
mini notebook. And we had some good guesses here in the chat. Well, the actual percentage of people who chose.
Wait, did Simon give his?
Yeah,
Simon gave
11.
me his. Yes.
Oh, I missed
Simon
that,
gave
my
me
bad.
11%. Scott, you gave me 31%. Josh, you gave me 27%. And Russ, you gave me 42%. The actual percentage
Give it to Russ.
was 36%.
So Russ
36%,
was the closest,
so-
right? Or no?
No, Scott gets
No,
what? 37.
Scott was the closest. He was 5 percentage points away. Russ was 6 percentage points away.
Oh
Right?
my gosh.
Yeah, 6%.
It was
brutal.
36%.
He was 36%. Yeah, it was 36% away. Is that? Oh no!
I
You wrote-
re-ripped out a new piece of paper and wrote
Oh
27.
my gosh.
Oh.
Scott, nice job pulling out the W. Russ, 1 percentage point away from getting that final round under your
I was
belt
just
on that one.
like, this is a little too high. I can't do it.
And J-Wall said the chat wins. And Brady said Scott was not closest. Chat was closest. And guys, the chat has officially won today's show via Scott Fish. So nice job,
They're
chat.
conduit.
Nice
I think
job,
this is-
chat.
This
He's
is the
just your
first.
vessel, you guys.
Good job, Scott.
He's just your
Whatever.
vessel.
I feel like Alex
Russ,
got
that
one
got
too
me.
many exactly right. Now I'm suspicious.
He is the trade guy, right?
Just one too many.
Just
But he
one
was
too
using
many.
the 9s to do it, you know? Like
He was
That's
using
true.
the
Maybe
nines.
that's my fault. Yeah, I guess for picking 9s.
Guys, we are going to wrap up for today. But before we do that, another big congratulations to Scott Fish and the chat for pulling that one out. Man of the people, the chat pulled it out. And guys, thank you so much to our guest Russ for coming on today. If you guys are not already following Russ on Twitter, go and follow him right now at Dynasty Outhouse. Like I said at the beginning of the show, it is right there below his handsome face. Dynasty
good follow.
Outhouse. No, it is Outhouse,
Outhouse.
not Outhouse. Russ, thank you so much for coming on today, my man.
Oh man, thanks for having me on. This is always a blast.
It was so much fun, and I thought you had it on that last one. I started celebrating for you. But guys, that is going to be it for us this afternoon. As a reminder, in case you haven't seen it on Twitter, JL and I are going to be live tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern time for the very first ever fantasy football pub trivia presented by Front Yard Fantasy.
in the
If you
game.
guys want to play along, all you got to do is download the Sporkle Party app ahead of time. It is Sporkle Party. So make sure you guys download that app. We have the trivia questions ready to go, and we're not
You play.
playing. This is a competition for you guys to come flex what you know about fantasy football and maybe some random trivia questions thrown in there as well. So come play along. We'll be keeping up to date on who's winning, who's in the leaderboard. We'll shout you out if you win, and just come compete. It should be a fun trivia night that we're going to have. So come hang out.
Oh yeah.
What time was
Oh,
that?
Yeah, 7 p.m.
7
Eastern
p.m.
time.
PM Eastern. Okay.
7 p.m. Eastern. And Jay Wall saying hit
I'll
that
send you a
like
link,
button.
Scott.
Yeah, hit the like button, guys, before you jump off. And make sure you subscribe to us at Front Yard Fantasy. That is going to be it for us for today's show, though. Josh, I know you had one more thing you wanted to
trading makes fantasy fun. And I didn't take shots today, but man, I would have gotten messed up if I did.
Yeah, you
There's
would've.
too many spot on.
Yeah,
but-
you
say.
would have.
You
Good
can't
day
do
to-
that whenever Alex is in the chat. Guys,
Yeah.
Adios, everybody. We'll see you later. Thanks for tuning
Bye-bye.
in. Bye, everyone.